Hey everyone, we're just going to jump right into things today because we have a lot of things we need to try to get done. Hope everyone's having a good day though. That transition is a lot better, good. I still need to fiddle with some things, but that still felt a lot better than what we've had for a while. Hey Nethos, hey Leo, hey everyone else who is lurking as well. Hope you all are having a good Thursday. Let me go ahead and start the HP bar. And start the game. Do I have this thing connected? Pop tracker, no text, no tracker. Hold on, are you even connected? Ow! Ow! I haven't even started. I guess I've started. When connection. I didn't finish setting up. Perfect. Yes, it is. Okay, that's fair. You were just making sure it worked. That's fair. Waiting connection. There we go. We are connected. I also found out how trade evolutions work. If it is a trade evolution, whereas you would need to hold an item, they just need to hold the item when they level up. If it is a classic trade evolution, whereas you just trade, it's now a level evolution. So, I never withdraw. Never withdraw, you always move. So with that in mind, I can bring Alakazam back into the party. And I just need to get the stone for Tojic, right, I was going to pull you in because you, have Yawn. That's right, that was the last thing I was going to do. Who gets swapped out, though? Elekid, you're about to be done. Venonat, I don't remember when you evolve. Okay, also, I tried fiddling with sound, and now it seems too quiet. The joys of never being happy with things. Hold on a second. Let me adjust the sound a bit and put it back to where it was. Not going to be that much different, but it's a little different. You know what? We'll bring them out later. We'll wait for now. Let's continue onwards, though, to the east. Normally, we should be going west, but west is blocked. They need gears. Also, let's get that up. Let's just get this up right now. Oh, yes, and just as a... Apparently, I never fought you. As a reminder, tomorrow is free space. We're not doing Archipelago Wheel, but I am planning on doing casual Final Fantasy XIV stuff. And to be fair, when I say casual, I mean I'm going to do some Meso Terminal stuff. I'm going to be doing some EX farms, most likely. And yeah. No guts, no glory. But yeah, no, that's all that I plan on doing on Friday. The following Friday is going to be a synchronized... yeah, let's learn something other than... Let me double check what you are. May lower defense stat. You know... I'm going to go with this strong... I'm going to go with Crunch instead of Headbutt. But anyway, next week Friday is already allocated as well. It's going to end up being a synced Archipelago with members of Eldenwood. I think from one of them we should have two. There should be two people with me, but we'll see how that actually. You have Sturdy, right? We'll see how that actually goes. After that, though, I'm going to start using free space to work on basically do testing of what I am planning on trying, of the segment I've proposed for Zeldathon. And to give you all a heads up, I'm calling it Controller Chaos. I have found out how to get... Okay, anyway, I figured out how to get it so that with if it's an NES or SNES game, maybe even N64, I can make it whereas you all can change my buttons similar to what you do with crowd control. It unfortunately only works with those because the way it works, unfortunately, is I will be using, technically, player 2, and it'll send player 2 controls down to player 1. But I can intercept player 2 controls and tell it to have up BA, for example. So we're gonna play around with that, see how it works in a live setting. And it'll be similar to what I've done with this, it's just going to be channel points for that. And once I've got that... Hey, Cyndaquil, you're the last one in here, huh? I'm going to regret not having, my Yawn Pokemon here. I'm afraid to do much to you, so I'm just going to Feint Attack. That was too much. Scraggy is a little too strong. Okay. Not Venonat. Ven, that's probably too weak. Elekid, I feel like this is a mistake. I think we tried this before and we determined this is a mistake. Nevertheless, we're making this mistake. I'm sorry, how many encounters do I have in here? No, I had 2. Okay, I did have 2. Well, this is no longer as much of a mistake as I thought it was, but this might just murder you instead of paralyzing you. Nope, it didn't murder you, but it also didn't paralyze you. Ah.
Hi, Guile.
Hey, thanks for the Guile Carb. Hope you're doing well, Zephyroth. Okay, this isn't going to work. I hit down an A, and this is going to be where my bias gets... Or my confirmation bias continues for down an A. Yep, it is... Azumarill. Azumarill? Why did you have a bomb? I'm concerned it had a bomb. Also, I love just the Pokedex entries because it's things like, why were they carrying a bomb? Hey, Cyndaquil. I gotta try to catch you again. But yeah, no, I am looking forward to the weekend as well, because it looks like we'll also have enough people for Elden Sus on Saturday. It's going to be in the morning, though. Elden Sus is now in the, well, morning. 1 p.m. Eastern, so morning for a lot of people, just afternoon for me. Hey, Hanana, welcome. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's going to help. So here's my take on it. I am disappointed that they are doing Star Fox 64 yes, it's technically SNES Star Fox, but they are just 1-for-1 doing 64 again. I don't like that. I kind of would like something new. Was that a critical capture whistle I just heard? No, it was not. Okay. Anyway, I don't like that they're just doing that again. However, it makes sense. It has been a long time since they last did Star Fox, and to be fair, they are trying to... I got the timing wrong. It's not going to work. they are trying to have it be, whereas they're trying to get people into Star Fox again. Because it's been over 15 years since the last Star Fox game, and that was on the... Okay, L-Kid, congrats, you are going into the back lines. No, that's a mistake, that's a mistake. Words, I had words. They're trying to get people into the series, especially with Star Fox being in the latest Mario movie. Okay, that makes a level of sense. This is probably going to be a mistake, but I think Cut is weak enough that it's not going to kill you. I am proven wrong. Well, let's go heal Elekid. But yeah, no, that makes some sense. Unfortunately, they don't seem to know what the hell they want to do with Star Fox ever. Your wish was honestly for them to take Star Fox in the direction of Assault. Yes, no, like, the thing this is never going to happen, but I would love it if they did this to us is, okay, yep, it's Star Fox 64 with... To be fair, the multiplayer online stuff they showed, that kind of does interest me a little bit. But it would be great if, oh yeah, here's Star Fox 64. That's the first half of the game. Here's the second half that is Star Fox 2. We finally made it, we did a remake of Star Fox 2 now. That would be great. And they just keep that under wraps? Oh, that would be people see it and they fucking explode. I would love that. That's not going to happen. I will say, also, the initial designs that they did, that they showed off, my initial reaction was, I don't like these. But, after waiting a while and then seeing them just on their own, I realized, no, they actually aren't that bad. I actually have started to come around to the new designs. The reason why I think I had the initial, oh, I hate this, reaction is right before they showed the new designs, they showed the stylized movie Fox, which gave the expectation that's what we were going to get. Instead, they are making it like the original Star Fox puppets from the SNES era, the ones that they had on the promo material. Okay, that makes some sense. And honestly, they actually don't look bad if you look at it on their own. Like, they actually do look pretty good. And I won't lie, the way they have the graphical updates, oh, it is beautiful. They have definitely done a good job with that. Doesn't mean I don't wish that it was something other than the Lilac Wars again, but I will. They are at least doing some things in addition to the Lilac Wars that I think could be interesting. I admit, I didn't get to see, I didn't notice much of Cat. I know they, had the Zonus thing, and she was maybe there for half a second, but I didn't even get a good look at it. What I really do hope, though, in all honesty, is that this gets enough attention that they finally feel confident in continuing Star Fox outside of the Lilac Wars. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch then, because yeah, I watched it and it was I only realized it even came out because Limit posted a message that Limit apparently spent the first part of their stream giving their opinions of it, and I guess I'm doing the same with this stream. Hey, Guardian, welcome. But yeah, no, I admit, unlike the Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I am probably still going to get it. Because, honestly, the quality of life... I have not played Starship yet, which is the Ship of Harkinian version of Star Fox 64. Yes, learn Stun Spore, please. We will get rid of, Supersonic for Stun Spore. But, yeah, no, it's... I am slightly concerned in regards to the, hey, we're going to add new cutscenes to add depth, and it's... I'm afraid they're going to go too serious with it. I was going to swap you out for Venonat, but then again, Venonat's still too weak for me to do right now. You'll be fine. Oh yeah, no. Okay. Not only James, Pigma looks perfect. Pigma looks perfect for what he is. Like, you can just tell how slimy of a person he is right as you see him. Like, as I said, I'm going to get it. I am more than likely going to get it, because I think it was listed at $50, which is less than I bought Star Fox 64 for back in the day. Which kinda says something. And yes, this is what I would call, this is a remaster. This isn't a remake. Yeah, I think they said, I was hearing things of physical would be 60, which I think Star Fox 64 cost me 70 or 80 back in the day. Who's trying to learn Zen Headbutt? Oh, Shogun. You're special, though. Wait, no, you're not special. You are psych. Yeah, you are physical. Yeah, let's... You know what? You're a little of everything, Shelgan. Elekid, I kind of need to heal you again. Actually, you know what? No, Elekid, you're... No, I need to heal you. I need to heal you. Yes, at least, unlike Captain Falcon, he's at least been released. Because I'm not counting, I'm not going to count... Yeah, I'm not counting F-099 or whatever it was called as freeing the F-Zero crew. Yeah. I'm not counting that. That doesn't count. All right, Cyndaquil, round whatever number this is. Okay, I get to Thundershock you again. Of course you burned me as well. Well then, I guess Elekid's going to come out after this. Okay, that was a little close. Okay. Elekid? Yeah, you know what? This seems like the correct Pokemon to bring out right now. So, sorry, going back to Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64. Star Fox 26. I'm sorry, it's Star Fox 26. Okay, no. Okay, I'm going to get to... I will get to Kid Icarus. I will get to Kid Icarus in a bit. But, no. Here are two other things that they've shown off with I'm just going to call it Star Fox 26. I hate that they're just calling it Star Fox, so it gets the Sonic 06 treatment. It could be affectionate in the end. It's probably not going to be. But anyway, so I like the idea that they had for a pseudo two-player mode with it, whereas one person is the pilot, the other person is the gunner. That, if you had, I don't know if you had that ability or not with Star Fox Zero, but that is what Star Fox Zero felt like it was designed for. Because, I'm sorry, Star Fox, wish I could have gotten more into Star Fox Zero, but I couldn't because the controls. I think I got through an ending of the game, and after you get through the first one, all these time paradox things opens up, and you realize, oh, you haven't beaten the game. You did 5% of the game. And I did like that they brought back a lot of the things from Star Fox 2 of, hey, you've changed your ship into a walker. Like, Star Fox Zero felt like they pulled a lot out of Star Fox 2, which made sense. They had just released Star Fox 2 on the SNES Classic. I think partially as a promotional for it. But needing to pilot with the gamepad, whereas you see whereas the screen was your ship, but you had to look at the gamepad to aim, was disorienting. It was, Star Fox Zero definitely felt like it had a lot more after you beat Andross the first time. It felt like there was a lot more because they revealed the time-space shenanigans and other things you start having holes in space-time start to show up. Like, it felt as though it felt like they had a lot more that was going to potentially be there. But the control scheme was just, I couldn't deal with it. I could not deal with the control scheme. Now, having Star Fox 64 let you split between the two, it's not really going to change the Star Fox experience, but it is going to let you do 2 players playing the game. And honestly, I think that could be a fun experience. Now, the other thing that I think could be fun is I want to see how it looked like the mouse controls is forced first-person mode, but I kind of want to see how that plays. Like, that seems interesting. And as I was starting to say, Switch Star Fox it's a remaster. It's not a remake. The reason the difference I make is Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, it's the same engine, it's basically the same graphics, it's an upscale. They did a little bit with control schemes because they had to adjust for the not Wiimote, but not enough changed. While this is still obviously the same levels, you have a huge graphical overhaul. You have a lot of, yes, it might be side stuff, but they have a lot of additional stuff being added versus just the second Rosalina storybook. And I look forward to probably having that be something I do on stream in June. I never played Star Fox Assault. I fully acknowledge I unfortunately have not interfaced. You know what? That's the word I'm going with. I haven't interacted with enough of the Star Fox series outside of SNES and 64. Assault came out at a point where I wasn't able to play it. Polyworld, Elekid, you stay in. Okay, I might be getting them mixed up. I didn't play the one on GameCube. Not Star Fox Adventures. That's a whole other mess of things. Hey, Grace, welcome. That's a whole other mess of things. But, ow. GameCube is Adventures and Assault. Okay, so Command is the one I was thinking of. Thanks for the Amethyst Carbuncle, by the way. Command I also never played, but I didn't pick up my DS until relatively late in the DS's cycle. And that was also when I was in college and I had to be a lot stingier with my game purchases. It's also why I never got the third Golden Sun, because it was, oh, this came out. God, I don't have money. But yeah, no, Star Fox Adventures is... I think it should have stayed as a not Star Fox game. I think it needed to be Star Fox probably to sell initially, but I have not played it, but I watched Super Best Friends go through it. Have my blue card. Thank you for letting me enter. Actually, is there anything over? No, there's nothing in this area. But, the somehow Andros returned was just kind of a weird thing. Do you? Hold on. I'll go put someone away. Actually, I think I just keep on walking to the right. And you'll eventually just... I'm pretty sure there's a town over to the right. I'll buy the frickin' Magikarp for 500 Poké Dollars. Or I'll get attacked by ninjas. Guess this is gone. No, he isn't. But, yeah, this is post-game stuff. This is just outright post-game stuff right now. I got a yellow shard. The forbidden, a forbidden Tingle statue. And progressive fuse shadow. I mean, Golden Sun 2 kind of ended with a cliffhanger. They had the reboot problem. That's how I'm going to describe it. They had the reboot problem of they wanted to do things and they didn't have the time. They wanted to do things and they never got enough time to do things. Is this the Poké Center? No, this isn't it. But I'm going to assume you have a PC in the Pokemon Transfer Lab. No, I don't have all the gym badges. I haven't been... I only have 3 of them. I don't think I'm supposed to be over here. Oh, okay, you're right. What happened at the end of Lost Age could have ended there, but it did end on a cliffhanger. You're right, it's not like Reboot, whereas Reboot is, hey, we ended season 3, and we also set up this whole Damien thing, but nothing came of that. Then season 4 happened, finally, and okay, we solved the Damien thing, but now there's 2 Bobs, and wait, one of the Bobs is actually Megabyte back again, and now he just wants to destroy everything. Oh, we better get a season 5! And then we got a live-action reboot, which I'm told was not Reboot at all and was terrible. Look, I see what I really want. What I really want is over here on the left. All right, I need to put Elekid, you... Hold on, Elekid, you supposedly level up in 1 level. I'm going to put Elekid away, but I'm going to give him rare candy just so I don't have to, just so I can make sure he levels up first. I know I have some of them. There they are. I have 2 of them. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, I think I've done enough of the Star Fox one. Kid Icarus Rabbit Hole. Again, I didn't get the DS or 3DS until very... I got the DS late, and I got the 3DS even later into its life cycle, I think. No, I think I got the... I don't remember when I got the 3DS, actually, relatively. But anyway, I ended up not getting them until, like, late. So I unfortunately didn't play Kid Icarus Uprising. But everything I've seen of Kid Icarus Uprising makes me wish I had played it. But also, from what I've seen of Kid Icarus Uprising, you're not playing that on an emulator. There is no comfortable way to play that on an emulator. So what I need to find out... Okay, you know what? I need to look at it. I need to look at it because I didn't properly look at him. No, I see it. He could be like one of the random... He can definitely be one of the random encounters in any of the Mother games. Actually, I feel he would fit better in 3 with all the chimeras. But yeah, no. I wish I had played it. Right now, I don't think... As I was saying, I don't think there is a way for me to properly... Ow. Hey, Xander. I don't think there's a good way for me to play it, but I need to see... Ow. We have 8 HP left. Let's see if I can buy the Magikarp before this run ends. I need to see if I can... Not illegally. Oh, well, that's a lot of health back. Anyway, as I was saying, I might be a... Was Kid Icarus DS or 3DS, actually? Wow, the HP is going up and down. Was Kid Icarus DS? Oh, 3DS, dang it. Well, I might be able to play it, but I won't be able to play it the way I was with the... Doesn't it need a lot of the... Ow. Doesn't it need a lot of the touchscreen? Also, bait bag. Electabuzz, you have my bait bag. Okay, so that's my one issue with it of trying to play it with that. Well, I'll give it a bit, Xander. You'll get more of it. You'll get more Kyanite eventually. Okay, so on that note, Sephiroth, of what you're talking about, I have, I believe, all the... What is in here? I think I have all the ingredients. No, I haven't caught Ditto. I wish I had. Actually, did I get everything? No, there's something on the Marvelous Bridge I didn't do. Patrat Shuffle reward. I need to find someone to talk to. And there's a Pokemon? What do you mean there's a Pokemon on the bridge? It says there's a land Pokemon on the bridge. What? But there's no one here. There's this person. The Patrat Shuffle person isn't here. How do I get an encounter in here? Oh, hi, Resist Wing. I mean, considering what happens in Sword and Shield, it could be that. Oh, is this going to be a phenomena? This is going to be a phenomena. It's a land phenomena. Okay, I need to just keep on. I just need to keep on triggering phenomena until one of them is an encounter instead of a wing. There we go. Farfetch'd. That. Farfetch'd, I don't think you can actually fly. Crunch? This might be a bad idea. But no, that was a bad idea. I do think I have a way whereas I could probably play it on official hardware. I just need to go through and do to my 3DS what I did to my Wii U, basically. Yeah, no, I still love the fact, as you're saying, Xander, every Pokemon is somebody's favorite. Wait, Magikarp, are you leveling up enough? No, you need level... It's 15 for you to have an attack ability. There it is. 15 for you to have an attack ability, 30 for you to evolve. Does he only have these? He only has an evolution in sword, right? He doesn't have two split evolutions, right? He just has the I've turned my leek into a sword one. Okay. I don't know here's my problem. I don't have a favorite. I have a group of Pokemon that I really like these Pokemon for various reasons, such as Snom, or Joltik, or Mawile, or Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur was the first Pokemon I picked. And then there are Pokemon I hate for irrational reasons, such as the monkeys. And Millie, that's another thing. Where is this Patrat shuffle person? It must be someone who I trigger somewhere down the line. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go all the way back to the left, see if there's someone I need. You know what? We'll deal with it later. It'll be easier to get to that side of the bridge later. But anyway, yeah, no. I need to see how cumbersome it would be to try playing it on, playing it like I do with playing Kid Icarus Uprising the same way I do with Link Between Worlds when I do that in the Archipelago. Someone's PC. Deposit. Magikarp. Sorry, I will level you into a Gyarados later. No, because I said deposit instead of move because I'm a fool. Well, I'm only pulling one out this time. You need to get some levels because you have Yawn. Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about. Like, that's why I was asking if it was a DS game or a 3DS game. If it was a DS game, there was a chance that I could put it on my Wii U and then play it, because I'm going to do Spirit Tracks that way. Hiker, I don't speak whatever you just spoke. Sorry, Kit. Oh, so it was unfortunate he was your HM Pokemon. Yeah, I just realized Scraggy... I should have pulled Scraggy out. You are alive. You are alive. And they don't have quick attack. Honchkrow is a good... Okay, there are I'm trying to think what Pokemon have designs that I just don't like, actually. I know there are definitely probably some, but I, for the life of me, am drawing blanks. I don't think I want Poison Powder. I didn't... When it came out, I admit I was of the, oh, this seems lazy, but honestly, I kind of like the key design. In the end, I kind of like how it looked out. You hold it with your left hand, and then you aim control camera with the stylus. Wait, what? Wait, that's also why they... Because didn't it had a right hand... It had an attachment so that if you were left-handed, you could properly play the game, if I remember. Okay, here's my problem with Voltorb. Originally, I thought Voltorb, it looked like they were trying to be, oh yeah, Voltorb, it's just a Pokemon that somehow became sentient because we have other things like that we're going to do. And then Voltorbs apparently existed prior to Pokeballs, as we learned in Arceus. Pupitar, Grotle. Grotle, you should be good against the Dark Rock. I'm going to trust that you're good against the Dark Rock. I can kind of get... I understand that. I do understand that, but here's my thing. You can also kind of apply that to earlier Pokemon of, this is just a rat. This is just a pigeon. This is just a pigeon again. They've done pigeons like 3 times, I think. Granted, there are apparently a lot of ones. Oh, well, still, this was the correct Pokemon to use against them. Gen 2 did have a lot of awesome designs. I'm going to say Togepi is not one of them. Togepi's not one of them. I like Togepi's... I like Togetic and whatever the... I can't remember what the name of the last one is called, but they both have good designs. You can only use Razor Leaf. We're going to say no, and... You're just normal type, I think, so I would bring Scraggy out. Actually, you're probably flying. Yeah, like, really the thing I'm saying is, there are a lot of Pokemon whose design feels lazy. But at the same time, I don't think that in and of itself is why I would say they are bad. You were 5 when it came out. Amusingly, how many Digimon are there? Because I'm almost positive there are significantly more Pokemon than Digimon, but Digimon also aren't shy to be, okay, here's this one Digimon. Yeah, he has like 15 different things he can evolve, that he can digivolve into, depending on the lines, and if we just want to give him a cool new form. Digimon is over 1,000 as well? Okay. So they're both in 4 digits. Oh, hey, Scraggy, you're finally evolving. Unfortunately, that means you might be going into the... that means you are actually going into the box. You are a good Pokemon, but I need Pokemon... I need to get checks. Well, it isn't just that. They seem to have... They have this as a hard rule at this stage of they want Pokemon to have no more than 3 stages. Mega Evolution does not count. And that, I'm guessing, is because it's a way to restrict their design choices and not have to explain, well, why couldn't I evolve into this with this Pokemon previously without needing to do gimmicks? I did deposit and not move again. Move is what I want. Alakazam, you need 12 levels. I'm gonna wait until I have, like, significantly more experience coming in. No, you will get enough experience to go into your middle evolution pretty quickly, I think. Well, even with the branches, they have to give an explanation as to why this branch didn't exist, why you couldn't get this branch previously. And the only ways to do that are... The original way to do that was, oh, because you needed this stone or you needed this region. But since they added the regional variants, that gives them the flexibility to be able to be, okay, this is why it evolves into this other Pokemon, because the region is different. It makes it whereas some things are a lot more complicated, but it's still a decent way to do that. Oh, I don't doubt that. I've watched some people go through some of them. I watched like 3 people go through a strategy RPG Digimon that came out somewhat recently. And I've watched a few people go through. I haven't watched all of either of these, but I've also watched people go through both versions of the Cyber Sleuth one. What's Bestow? Oh, give them a problem. Oh God, Togetic, I gotta give you a Togetic, there's a problem with you right now. Togetic's problem is Togetic cannot attack. Togetic does not have the ability to attack right now. Togetic has Yawn and that's it. Digimon World and 1 and 2, those were PlayStation 1 games, weren't they? Yeah, you know what to take down. Goodbye, Lear. I also will fully acknowledge my brain. I've seen I've not interacted with Monster Rancher at all, but my brain, I think, still puts Monster Rancher stuff into Digimon for some reason. I've got no good reason for it, but I know my brain does it. Aerodactyl has pressure? Huh. Anyway, have a Razor Shell. Actually, no, I take it back. The most I have interacted with Monster Rancher was watching Tom Fox play a bit of the Ultraman Kaiju Monster Rancher. Ow! We're at 10.
Lim, get some water.
I shall get some water. Thank you, Nethos. I kind of need it. I've been rambling a lot. And we have a random Topaz. That was actually Topaz. Well, we gotta get out of this fight. Oh, good. We got out of this fight. Yes! Yes! You're throwing rocks at my head. Of course it's going to damage. Of course it's going to reduce life. Yes, Hydrate is also a small heal. The Carbuncles are the one things I haven't decided how I want them to be. I'm considering having the Carbuncles be random, small heal, or small damage. All right, well, once we get this, I'm going to save and then actually spin the wheel as it saves. But we got a shoal shell. Why is that hard for me to say? And some seeds. But it's time for our first spin of the night. What will we get? Will we land on Pokemon and start with 50 HP? Will we land on Wind Waker and say it's... Well, Wind Waker's in PK mode, basically, so instead, we're going to MS Paint because MS Paint is what is closer to that, so let's do some art crimes. So give me a second to, we just saved. I can close this. All right, so let's go ahead and get some art crimes ready. been a while since we've done crimes against art. Connect. And let's put over to... Here it is. Art crimes. However, we're not going to have the wheel song playing constantly. No, we will have some background music. Once I hit this, that is not the right button. Once I hit this, this, and this. However, I want a different song. So technically, let me just do this. We are technically in BK mode, logically in this. I just realized it reset all my palettes. Put you there. Put you there. Do I have a good dark blue? That is... Actually, that's pretty decently close. Even though we are logically in BK mode, we can probably still do stuff. Do I have red yet? Or is this still going to look terrible? That's actually not too bad right now. It's not the right red, but it, you know, we might be able to do a good bit with this. Well, let's start coloring in and see, is the percentage going up? Yes, the percentage is going up. This works. Beautiful. All right, let's make this a little bit bigger. Just, God, this actually looks like the, this is not the right color, but the percentage went up and we got a golden banana. Oh, this is so much not the right, this is brown. This is brown. This is not red. I may have made this too big. Okay, I need to zoom in before I do this. One of these days, honestly, I'm not doing it for the, I'm not going to do it for the Eldenwood one, but I may, for an async, do MS Paint again, just to use it again as the, this is my excuse. I'm using this as an excuse to, yes, I'm effectively tracing. I am effectively tracing by doing this. I acknowledge that. But also, by tracing right now and still giving proper attributes to the artist, this is done by Grumpy Griffin, please, exclamation art to get information to their card. They don't just do this carbuncle stuff. They also do a bunch of like Cobalt arts of Final Fantasy, of D&D style Cobalt. They do a bunch of Pokemon art as well, and they sell acrylic standees. So please, give them a look if you haven't already. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I didn't put the HP up. We have the HP up. Art starts at 50 because, well, I don't necessarily, until I start hitting negative percentages, I don't actually know how far I can go on art. I am going to be happy once I get the paint bucket and I can change this entire section to be the correct color. That is not where I want to go. There we go. Let's just get the outlines. Oh, one thing I will say with the Star Fox, with the Switch Star Fox announcement, one other thing people have been pointing out is that there was a I'm just going to call it a rumor. It's technically considered a leak, but I'm just going to call it a rumor because that's really what it is, that they are also going to be doing a Ocarina of Time remake, partly because there's also the Zelda movie coming out. So doing it as part of having one be a promotion for the other effectively. Now, my problem with that is, I don't think we really need it, but we'll find out. But my other concern is, I'm don't know if this is actually coming out of anywhere or if this is just someone shooting from the hips, but a supposed other part of that rumor. Oh, ads are... I'm going to keep doing art through ads. I'm not going to stop doing art during ads. Art's one other thing. Unless I need a break, art keeps going. But the other thing I heard that might be happening, that I hope is not, was, oh, they might split Ocarina of Time into 2 games. Please don't do that. We don't need the Final Fantasy... We don't need it to be Final Fantasy VII here. We don't need it to do the same thing 7 did. 7... From the bit I played 1. Yes, the first remake, there's a lot in there. I think 7, that is a different red. That is a different red. Right? Yeah, that is a just slightly different red. I still don't have that red, but anyway. I don't want Ocarina of Time's game to be split across 2 games. There's no reason for it to be that way. It doesn't need it. 7 didn't really... We don't need Ocarina of Time to get the Hobbit movie treatment. I enjoy... The Hobbit movie, I agree. You know what? There was actually a lot of stuff to do Hobbit-wise. It needed to be more than 1 movie. Didn't need to be 3 movies. Could have been 2. Could have been a solid 2 movies. A really solid 2 movies. But... Ow. But, yeah. And as you're saying, Zephyroth, it would be poorly paced because... Where the hell do you make the split? The only place I could see you making the split for Ocarina of Time is Child Link and time-traveling adult Link. But that is not a good split. That is not a good way to split. All right, let's get your paw. We're still going up. We're still going up percentage-wise. We are... technically out of art logic, but that's fine. And once I get your paw, I think I need to get your... like... Not fingers, but whatever you consider the fingers on a paw. The finger equivalent. Because I'm pretty sure you've got, like... You've got claw splits. The only way I could see them... Okay, actually, here's the thing, Zephyroth. The 3DS remake, from my knowledge, I didn't hear any complaints about the 3DS remake other than, why are you remaking it? Like, the actual remake was apparently well received. Okay, zoom out, because you do... Yeah, you've got little things. You got little marks. And little marks. Right, like here. And here. And what's the hotkey to do the thing I want? Oh, yeah, that's... it's a little bit far on one of them. There was another... I think it actually was this. It just looked better when I hadn't started coloring in yet. So you're kind of just like that. And you also just a little bit. I'd say that's pretty decent. That's good enough. All right, let's get out of this mode and go back to coloring the tail. Like, okay, yeah. Here's the thing. You can have remakes that are very faithful to the original, but are still a remake. Like, right now, that's why I was calling the Star Fox 26 looks like a remake versus a remaster, while Mario Galaxy for the Switch is a remaster, not a remake. Oh wait, I never drew a line for your back. Well, that's kind of like... Oh, this is going to be difficult. That's kind of like... Like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh, hey, we also got another check. We've gotten a chunky blueprint and a max elixir. The problem with the definition... Okay. Remaster has a... There are clear things that are remasters. There are clear things that are reboots. It's the split, and I'll even say there are some things that are clear remakes. But there is a line of overlap between remake and remaster, which is where the... I just realized I'm holding a controller and it makes no goddamn sense. Whatever. Well, okay, yeah. Dragon Quest VII, that I'm calling a remake because it's a completely different engine, completely different graphic system, but it is still the same story. There was something else in recent times that I played that was a... Okay, I can't... Blaster Master is not... Blaster Master is a reboot. It's a very... The first one is a very faithful reboot, for the most part, but it is a... It's kind of that bridge between remake and reboot. Look, I'm already painting with... I just realized... Next time I load up Tomodachi Life on my own, I need to see if I can draw in mouse mode. I haven't even tried that. That would make sense if I could, though. Admittedly, back when I got Splatoon 3, I picked up a stylus for the Switch, thinking, oh yeah, I'll definitely use this. I didn't use it for Splatoon. I never got to the point where I felt confident enough to try doing art. Is this still going up? This is still going up. But, ow. With Tomodachi Life, I've kind of been doing it because, well, I've been forced to do it for some of the Miis. You all will never see my Tomodachi Life island, by the way. That's 100% self-gratification OC stuff that I am just having fun, making them say stupid things and watching the chaos. But that is 100% a for me game. It is for me to be silly and let my brain just not have to think about things. Similar to how I would never stream The Sims. Sorry, you'll never see me streaming The Sims. Outside of the fact that I'm not giving EA money for The Sims again. I bought Sims 2. Sims 2 was fun. I don't feel like getting Sims 3 or 4, whatever number it is, with all of its expansions, which I think is almost trying to rival Train Simulator for cost for expansions stuff. But no, if I can... Between that and this, I am getting to the point where my brain is getting out of the, but I don't know how to start. I don't know what tools to have because I'm being forced to finally do it. And I am, especially with how much room I now have on my desk, my brain is considering... This is still going up. Yeah, this is still going up. My brain is considering, honestly, looking into tablets. Specifically, tablets that can act like a monitor as well as being a tablet. Because I I am going to function better if I can, like, one-to-one see what I'm doing. I'm doing this with just a mouse, and honestly, I'm surprised that it's working as well as it is. I probably could get a stylus that isn't a monitor to work as well, but I think I'll be happier in the long run if I had it as a monitor, because fun fact, if I have it as a monitor, whereas it's just mirroring, because it's not going to be its own monitor, it's going to be a mirror of my other monitor, that means I can do it both ways. Why limit myself? I think I almost have enough of an outline that I can make this a lot bigger as I fill in the tail. Ah! Ow, we're at 5. Okay, here is what I will say of some of the people I have on my island. I've made Ravio. I've made Link. I've made Hilda from Zelda. I've made Sia. Half of the people on my island all want to fuck Link, apparently. Like, it's Link, one of my OCs, and Zelda are the ones that everyone wants to get in bed with. As a note, though, that may partly be on me, because I'm making it, whereas everyone is into everyone. There are very few things that are not that way, because this is just more amusing to me. If I'm going to play this game, I'm going to have it be as amusing as I can. There's going to be very few people that are going to be restricted in who they can like. Okay, I definitely have more than enough of an outline with this. Watch that percentage grow. Hey, we sent a relic crown over. All right, now this is also, I need to make you a lot. No, that's the wrong direction. Well, actually, this will kind of work for confirming. Wow, that barely increased, but it did increase. Wait. My percentage went down. Oh, that's why my percentage went down. Because I'm not doing that correctly. It's only the tiniest little bit that is this color. Need a dividing line, because the rest of this is this color. There we go. So let's zoom out again, see how we're looking. Look, OC Remix has a lot of good songs. I unfortunately found out that the OC Remix song I did the other day of the Outset Island with lyrics apparently gets falsely DMCA claimed, so I'm not going to be playing that again on stream. But it's a good song. It's there. All right, it's time to go back to working on Emerald Carbuncle here. So you've got, this is your ear, comes down to here. Then right here, you've got, that is not the right color. Very smoothly, that feels wrong. Similarity, oh, wow, I am way off. So it's here. That actually wasn't too bad. But yeah, I know that, again, I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I really have got to stop doing that way of talking. I know that this is tracing. This is, at this stage, tracing in and of itself isn't a bad thing in art. Tracing can help you understand how, holy cow, I got that pretty well, how certain things are put together and understand how to draw it yourself. The bad thing with tracing is when you claim a trace as your own. That's where tracing is a problem. All right, so then this ear comes like this. Ah, yeah, there we go. We're getting this nicely. Up to about here. Curve in. That's too much of a curve in. Curve in. And then back down. And that's about as far as we can. Up a bit. And that's about as far as we can go with that ear for right now. Actually, I kind of think I need to go like that. Okay, now I need to get out of similarity mode because it's having a... Oh, never mind. Well, this will be just sort of like right about here. Just a thin like that. Let's see, right about here. Where that dark patch of your back's going to be. Oh, right, this is where I stopped last time. I was working on this part of your ear. Come over. Then down. Then little over. And like that. Right? I should look at what, it's Control-Shift-M. Good. I think I did pretty good with, this is a little bit off. Let's fix that. Ah, I see what I did. So it's that you've got to come out a bit more. There we go. There we go. Also, I should probably color the foot. I've completely forgot to color your foot. Forgot all about your foot. Let's get your foot. Actually, hold on. It's not just your foot. This should be the lighter color. Let's just do some color markings. You're scrolling through your Steam library, and at the bottom you see an old zombie game that now has the subtitle California 2. Okay, that's a weird sudden subtitle, but I won't lie. Yeah, percentage is going up. I won't lie, it kind of makes me think Death Road to Canada, which is a game I should... Death Road to Canada is fun. It's a silly game. I think I should stream it again at some point. You know what? If I am here and streaming around Halloween, Death Road to Canada... You know what? I'll just redraw the toe bean, the toe claw lines. Death Road to Canada is clearly going to be my Halloween game. Originally, my Halloween game was going to be Mina the Howler, but that got delayed apparently until... I think they actually released a proper, that's not the right color. A proper, like, release date is May, I think? Okay, hold on. I need to zoom out in similarity mode because I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Because it's like this. And that. That's pretty close. All right, let's go back to coloring. Okay, even as a non-Canadian, that game is fun. It's all kinds of stupid fun. Okay, let's get this back before I forget. Let's make it a little bit smaller so I hopefully don't have to redo this as much. Yeah, percentage is going up. I always have to double check, is percentage going up or am I accidentally making percentage go down? Because I've made percentage go down before. If I can get a better red though, I still want better red color depth. This is not a good red for this. I want to get you, because I want to make this toe bean a little bit better. There we go, that's a better toe bean. Now let's get your leg. Or at least as much of your leg as I can right now. Okay. I admit, there's another selfish reason why I want to learn how to draw. So that I can do better at doing, right now, if any of you have seen any of my stream title cards or the VOD videos or highlight videos, you've seen the title cards are literally just, I took a screenshot from the game. And I'd like to see if I could maybe do something a little bit better than that in the future. Okay, you are this though, right? Yeah, that made number go up. That made number go up. Beautiful. Let's just do this. I admit, doing that might add additional time that it takes for me to do things, but that also means I'm doing more of the process, I'm understanding more of the process, and, well, honestly, understanding more of the process is good overall. I will still end up getting stuff commissioned because either A, I don't feel I have the skill to do it, or B, I don't have the time to do it. B is going to be the reason for a lot of it, to be fair. But it's a thing. It also then becomes a thing of I can maybe do it while I'm dealing with other things. Because unfortunately, I can't do the video. If I do the video editing, I can sometimes do video editing while I'm talking to people. But if I'm doing the transcription part of it, I can't. I can't do the transcription while I'm talking to people well. Sometimes I can, but it really depends on who I'm trying to transcribe. Speaking of transcription, actually, speaking of highlights and transcriptions, hey, 9S video is finally done. It's going to come out next Wednesday. I have to now I need to work on doing the initial edits of 10 and then start doing the transcriptions for 10. Like, I have all the footage I need now for this entire tier. I just need to sit down and do the stuff, and I won't lie, sometimes I just don't have the energy to do it. Because sometimes I need to be in a correct mindset for it. This is this color. Hi, Sid, by the way. Or is this dwarves? In the lava land, this is dwarves. I need to get that line back. That line is going to be important. That is not the color. Hey, be glad that I'm not doing. You want to make people sad? Do Archipelago Deathlink with someone doing art. Nobody will ever get anything done. And I've already said why. And I'll say it again for anyone who missed it. In art, if you hit undo, that sends a death to everybody else. And if anybody sends a death to you, it completely wipes your canvas. Deathlink on art is very much I don't value my sanity. I'm honestly surprised at how well we're getting for art right now. Over to here. Yeah, again, art has technically been out of logic for quite a few streams now, but that's because art doesn't know what image I am giving it. So its idea of what's in logic is, it's a guess. It's a guess of what it thinks you could possibly be. Technically, I could have just had a full white image and still only had a max of 25% similarity at the start because I don't have the full canvas size. I also have to remember to release my mouse button every so often. Clearly, I should be doing this with the mouse and keyboard instead of the controller. But I would have to do things to make mouse and keyboard show up on this scene. It only shows up on the Final Fantasy XIV scene. This color, right? 50... Yeah, this color. Beautiful. Goodbye, Carbuncle Tail. I will say, as well, working on things like the, new text boxes, well, not just the new text boxes, even the old ones, has the text boxes, and even doing the, even though it's take a screenshot and just paste it, I have come to really appreciate layers. Layers in art is really good. It makes things a lot easier. It helps me conceptualize things better. People who had to do this stuff on old traditional media and not be able to, yes, you could paint. I could have done like I did there, of paint the carbuncle, then paint this other carbuncle on top of it. But doing that would cost more resources, and yeah, I might not have those resources, versus what I can do now, whereas I don't have to worry as much. This, right? Yeah, this. I also think I only need to get to a 70% similarity. I don't remember what the overall goal for art is. It's either like 70 or 80% overall similarity. So there's a good chance art is the game that finishes first. We're about to get another checkout of art, though. Go over to here. This color for your back? Yeah, this color for your back also. Beautiful. It's just your gem that's going to be that other red. Also, God help me if my browser ever decides to purge its cache entirely, because then I lose everything. And we sent an Oranberry over. Once we get closer to the end, right now with art, it starts at full percentages. I want this to be a little bit smaller. Full percentages are checks. Eventually, half percentages, and then eventually quarter percentages of similarity become checks. You know what, just do this and I'll redraw that line. I'll just redraw the line. Why do I feel like something with that's weird? Nope, I know why I thought it was weird, but it's not weird. Though, I do think I messed up somewhere. Ah, that's why I didn't do. Holy cow! I am getting better at matching those. This has to be the lighter color. Percentage go up. This is one of the few things whereas number go up is I'm okay with. Unlike frickin'... I'm not going down that rant. I'm not going down that rant. That is not a now time rant. Now is art time. On that note, we are also barely holding on at 5 HP. Small damage, or heck, even, well, actually, right now, small damage is the only thing that does small damage. The other stuff is small healing, which, also, I need to get some water. Oh, you know what? Since I got water, it reminded... Is that supposed to be like that also? Zoom out, please. That might be a little far, but... Hey. I think I messed up the ear a bit. Yeah, I messed up the ear. Doesn't... Something's up with the ear, but whatever. I'll leave it like that. That's good enough for now. It's similar enough. I mentioned it since I have the standing desk now. At some point in the future, I am going to add a redeem to have you all force me... Similar to posture check, only it's force me to stand for a certain amount of time. I'm thinking it'll probably, at least at the start, it'll be force me to stand for 15 minutes, but it will also have a cooldown of this can really only be done once per hour. Simply because, A, I don't want... I need to zoom out. How does that have a little, but not really much of a thing? It kind of just has a... From here, curve in a bit, and then a little bit of sheen, but I'm not worrying about the sheen at this stage. Right now, I'm just worrying about flat colors. Anyway, at some point, I am going to add a redeem, whereas you can do that for about, force me to stand for about 15 minutes for an hour, because A, like I said, I don't want to stand all the time. The idea with a standing desk is not you're standing all the time. The idea with a standing desk is you're alternating between standing and sitting. Because standing all the time is honestly also not good. You don't want to stand all the time, but you also don't want to... You don't want to sit all the time, but you also don't want to stand all the time. Again, despite what people in retail... Not people in retail, but managers in retail might want you to do. All right, we're almost done with outlines. We can color that. Wow, you did half the HP. We're at 3. We're at 3. Get around your gem. All right, now that I'm around the gem a little bit, no, I should just get all these outline areas out of the way before I start going all in on coloring. I think once I start coloring the... apparently I accidentally somehow did undo without Control-Z. Once I get the outline done, I'm going to go all in on coloring the carbuncle, though I should probably get the eyes and mouth done before I go too far. Anyway, once I do that, I'll be able to do a lot more ranting, I think. Such as controller chaos that I mentioned not this week, not next week, but the following week. I'm going to try to have us be able to run some tests with. The idea is going to be it'll have a small cooldown. It'll definitely have a small... I just want to do a straight line. There! It'll have a cooldown, but the cooldown's going to be small. Like, it'll be a case of it'll have a 5-second cooldown before you all can redeem another controller inversion. But the way it's going to work is the controls will not invert the moment that... I only have one level of zoom. The controls will not invert the moment that you go ahead and redeem it. Instead, if there are no inversions, then it'll redeem an inversion. But if there is an inversion, it queues up so that once the current inversion is done, then your inversion will happen. Sort of like how crowd control effects will get queued up. You know what, just let's redraw this because it's going to get erased in a bit by accident. Because so that you're all aware of what my thought is with it. And I think I've talked to Betrayer about this before, and I might have mentioned it to you as well, Nethos. So, I've done the shuffler a lot in, really, the two segments I've done in Zeldathon have both been me doing a damage shuffler. And on its own, damage shuffler isn't bad, but I have come to realize the damage shuffler kind of needs something more to entice people to donate towards it. Why am I doing it? Is that part of your back? That's your back. Okay, that's your back. Anyway, it needs another incentive to get people to, try to donate. That way it tries to make me mess up. And while the original idea was donate and force a game swap without me being ready for it, what I think would be better is going to be if I can get it res, you can do like crowd control does and mess with my controls. The idea, however, is also going to be you don't get to choose what type of inversion happens. It's going to be a random inversion that gets queued up. So you don't know, and I don't know. But, okay, hitting right click does undo by mistake. Got it. But it is, what I want to do with it is, okay, we don't know what inversion it is until it happens. But you all will see a timer that says how long is the current inversion valid for, and a icon indicating what type of inversion has happened. That way you know what is happening. You get to see why my brain is breaking. I'm also going to try to have it be, along with what is the current inversion, you get to see how many inversions are queued up. Again, it won't say what they are, but it'll tell you, like, hey, we have 3 other inversions coming up. So each inversion might last only, I don't know the timeline of how long I want them to be. Have it be 30, its bare minimum is going to be 30 seconds, but I'm thinking for the initial test run, have it be 2 minutes like I do with crowd control. 2 minutes of whatever the inversion is. And then we can play with things from there, especially as things break. Because I'm kind of hoping things break so I can try to fix it. I need to redo that line right there because this is kind of... leave it like that. I'll fix the rest of it later. But no, I think that's going to be fun. Honestly, I think it's going to be fun with that. Because control inversion has been my favorite... That's been the effect that I've enjoyed having inflicted upon me the most in crowd control. it's just, it's chaotic, it's fun, you all get to see my brain break, but also it's a thing of, okay, I can mitigate this a bit, but my brain's got to be fast on the wiring. I also do have one thing in, along with the controller inversion for Zeldathon, I also added the possibility of having not only the controls get inverted, but the game get rotated or mirrored or flipped on me as well. Because, you know, let's just make my brain get fried in all the ways. And this is a thing I need to test out ahead of time because I don't want to have last-second problems like, to be fair, Ian, they weren't that bad in retrospective. But having the technical problems at the start of my stream on Zeldathon Mythos, it got to me a bit. And to be fair, part of that was because I had no idea how technically things were going to end up aligning for it. In the end, it was okay. I'm using my I'm playing on my laptop connected to their capture device. And knowing that going into this means, okay, I'll still do the same. I won't run on my laptop when we do these initial tests. These initial tests are going to be run on... Why do I have a little bit of red there? Go away. These initial tests will be run on my current computer until I have the core set up, and then we're going to go forward and plug this all into... plug all this into the laptop to start making sure it works that way properly. Because there are two main things I have to figure out with it. First of all, I know how the interaction with their donation stream is probably going to go, because it's going to likely use the same sort of interface that they had for Mythos and for Voyage. I need to figure out a way to have it whereas, okay, using that, how do I have... This entire thing I'm going to be doing is going to be based off of StreamerBot. StreamerBot's going to be my primary logic for all of this. StreamerBot, well, it's going to be a mix of StreamerBot and a BizHawk script. The BizHawk script is the thing that I'm primarily going to be working on first. To just have it be, okay, I have the basic thing of you all send, you all do a redeem, it'll create a file, BizHawk will see that file is created, and will apply the proper inversion. Because this is being built upon how the BizHawk how the Chaos Shuffler works for some things, because the file creation is how I make it res. When a donation comes through, it creates a file. When the script sees that file exists, it triggers a swap. So, same principle is going to be used to... Hi, Pokemon. Perfect. I was going to draw your eye before I start doing this. Let's get your eye properly set out. Okay, I'm going to want this... Oh, I can only get that eye. Okay, which is sort of like... Oh, I've gone into your eye a little bit here. Let's erase this. Your eye's kind of like... a little bit like this. If I at least got the lower part, I'd take it. Oh, wow, I'm way off. There we go, that's looking better. Little bit steeper. There we go. That was not so much. Oh, a little bit more. I get this a little bit. There we go. Now let's just erase that bit of this line. Now let's get your iris. Well, not really iris, but that is not right. That's also... I am having a hard time visualizing this eye. I want to get the outer part first, though, because the inner part is basically just like the outer. I don't think you come down that low. Okay, let's get a start. There we go. A little bit too much. Too much. Or too shallow. That's horrible. Start over. Start over. I don't like this. I think I started too far out. Or too far in. Too far down. Doing the line work is the part that makes me go into the tank the most. God, you can just see how unsteady my hand is.
Limb, get some water.
I shall once I get this. Okay, that's good enough. Thank you, Guardian. I apologize. I asked you last stream if you want Guardian, Angel, or the full thing, and I think you answered, but I forgot what it was you said. Which would you prefer I call you? Also, now just a small... That, I don't like that. Let's zoom in as I do this. Like, this part doesn't have to be perfect. All right, that's good enough. That is too big. One thing I've also come to realize, I need to... Hey, when you stream, you start to realize all of your tics as you talk. You start to realize just how much you have word tics. All right, now I need to go back to outlining. Though I also need to, you know what? I'll outline this, but I need to get the, your eye actually isn't just like that. You've got a brow. You've got an eyebrow that I've got to get. Well, let's get this so that getting the eyebrow is going to be easier. Because then I technically already have it outlined. Also, we're about to get to our next percent. Oh, we'll get to that after I get the eye. Oh, it's just a little bit. Okay. Starting from here all the way around. Just a little bit. That is not the right color. You know, I could... No, let's outline it first. Sort of like that. There we go. Anyway, I was rambling, and I don't remember everything that I was rambling about, because I got distracted with line art. Zeldathon Mythos, yes. I want to try to make sure I don't have the tech problems I had last time. That's my goal. Also, we sent an ice heal over. Also, this is probably going to make a lot of percentage go up. Actually, not as much as I was thinking. We'll get at least one more percentage once we're done with all this. But we're getting close to the point where I don't think I've got too much more. Too much, and I need to remember to release. I think we're getting closer to the point of there's not much I'll be able to do in art. I can start working on Topaz, but I need canvas size. That's the next thing I need is canvas size. But we will get at least one more percent. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I remember. Yeah, so I'll be able to figure out how to get it to work, I'll be able to get the controller chaos to work so that I can do it on other streams. I really wish I could figure out a way to truly have it be universal, though. I might need to look in... I think I'm going to need to look... I need to see if I can figure out a way to have it do the Joypad 1 goes to Joypad 2, but on a whole system level to do what I really want. Because if I can get this to work globally, oh, that would be lovely. Also, we sent some relic gold over. I do also enjoy that I got the eyedropper, so the palettes down here really don't help as much. Before you get the eyedropper, the palette spaces are definitely like a godsend. But since I have the palette dropper and the palette dropper works on the original image, not as important. Okay, yeah, that was doing better. Let me just, though, because I want... It's technically making it go lower, but for my own purposes, I want that. I want that there. Red... Oh, right, I didn't do your mouth at all, but I don't think I really have access to your mouth. I need to zoom out. This mode... Sort of like right here-ish. Yeah, about there-ish. This is going to get covered up by the Topaz Carbuncle once I get there, but that's fine. We'll worry about that once we get to Topaz. Which I actually might just start doing some Topaz, I guess. I mean, we're at 11 HP. That could change. I might not be able to get to Topaz today. We'll see. The other reason why I have art start at 50, I don't know a good thing to do. I don't know a good, I did this, so I need to damage myself for art. For Pokemon, if my Pokemon gets KO'd, that's a small damage. Zelda, if I die, that's I do damage. Donkey Kong, the same thing. If I die or if I get caught by a cop. This is that color. Right? Yeah, number go up. I want that line to go back. That line is important. Also, not that red. It's this red for the gem. Number go up. Beautiful. going to need to make it a little bit smaller for this area. All right, I was explaining yeah, so since I know the controller 1 to 2 thing works for BizHawk, I need to, I need to look up joy to key. Well, no, joy to key isn't going to work because I can't joy to key controller 1 into controller 2. That's what I need to figure out a way to do of, okay, controller 1, I press controller 1, or I press controller 2. It sends the input of this for controller 1, and have something acting as the interceptor of controller 2 that then sends that data as controller 1. And I'm trying to do this so that I don't need to do something like get a frickin' Raspberry Pi in between. Like, I'm trying to not be that level of insane. Whether I succeed or not is another question. There's a little bit of your back here I don't have. Like here? Yeah, it's like right about here-ish. There we go. Let's just outline that. Not perfect. I kind of didn't get your head fully proper. I think we'll get to 50%. I think I can get this up to 50% today. We need to get your things here, which are kind of like right here. And here, right? No, 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 no. No, no, no. That was not the button to hit. New is not the button to hit. Oh, I didn't get your little footsie. Let's get your little footsie. Wrong. No, that's the right blue. That's the right blue. Now let's get your little toes. And then we start working on Topaz's outline a bit. I have something very wrong with your toe, or with your foot. No, so that's where it starts. Ah, that's what I have wrong with your toe. Or with your foot. It comes out. Good bit more than what I've got here. Not that much. Down to about here. Nope, that's wrong. That's a little bit better. It's still a little off. Oh, wow, that was real off. That's gonna... get this a little bit better. There we go. There we go. I like that better. There we go. Now let's color your foot. Let's zoom in as I color your foot. And realize I need some pencil lines. This is starting to look weird without the pencil lines. And ads are about to start. So please, if you have not gotten up or taken a break, please go ahead and stand up for a bit. If I wasn't doing art, I would stand up, but I do not want to try to stand and do art at the same time. I'm not confident enough in being able to do that, considering how I need to kind of try to have my hand be a little steady. That is coming down a little weird. There we go. Now let's just get this outline again. Because it looks weird with no outline. That was way too far. Come on. There we go. And maybe a little bit over here. There we go. There we go. That. Now let's go back to the foot. Number go up. Gonna have to redo that outline. Technically, the outline's probably going to make number go down, but I'm willing to pay. That's a small price I'm willing to pay for for having it look right to me, or at least having it look closer to right. If I remember, sort of like here and here-ish. That feels wrong. Because it is. It's literally the other way. That's a little bit too much. That. And that's not right. And that. Right? Well, the first one was right. Too far. That's good enough. And this one's like right here. A bit farther to the left. That's good enough. All right, Topaz, it's your turn. Even though I could do a little bit of the mouth, it's Topaz's turn. Yeah, even this red, I'm realizing, is too bright. But it's still, that's the only red I've got, so it's what we're dealing with. Now you, from right about here, I hate to say it, I need this as I do this. You kind of come out to here. Oh, wow, I am wrong. So from here. Still wrong. Let's try the other way. Other way didn't work either. I'm low. That's what's going on. Feel like I've cut too No, I didn't cut too shallow. In fact, I'm now doing the opposite. I'm going too wide. There we go. There we go. Then round a little. Maybe not. In more. In more. Smoother in, please. I'm understanding so much why I see artists Control Z their line work. Because you want your line work to feel smooth. At least in my brain, I want the line art to feel smooth. Or like that. A little brush. What is that? Oh, well, I'm very far off anyway. This is a come in here, then out. I'm a little off, but I think that's good enough for that one. Next, right around here is your leg. Wow, I was way off. Right around here's your leg. That's pretty good. And now we get your ear, which starts about here. I enjoy how, hey, here's the ear. You're very wrong here. Starts about here, I think, right? Oh, yeah, I got that pretty close. Go up. And over. I'm not trying to view the history tree. Thank you. I want to get... Okay, go back a bit more. That's too low. That I felt it go too low. That's better. Curve down. Look at the whole thing. Hey, there we go. That's where your ear goes. And then we have a little bit right here is where your ear flap will be. It's like here-ish. That's going to be the best I can get for that right now. Now let's get this flap, because it's kind of like right about here that it then flaps. Okay, am I kind of flaps over like that, right? I'm getting close, but not quite. In fact, this right here is part of the ear flap. That's the ear flap. That's not the thing I thought it was. Okay. So yeah, it comes down here and back up. Okay, it's going to be easier to do it from here. Not much. Ah! All right. All right. We're not doing Topaz anymore. All right. Well, it's been 2 hours. We got a good bit of art done. We got, let me see how many. We got 10 checks. We got 10% closer with art. But it's time. What will the wheel decide is our next game? We are going to Twilight Princess, the second most checks that I have. All right, well, give me a second while I go get that set up. Let me just start the game first. Because I have to do some annoying things to get this one working. You can stay. Let's get this side of it set up. Oh. I'm going to have to, Are you not connected through... Now I'm wondering if this is connected through cable or through USB. Whatever, we get Donkey Kong 64, I'll deal with that later. Where are you? Twilight Princess. Set you up. Connect. Get that up. Okay, good. You connected, and then I pressed the button that made you disconnect. Set you to this. Bring this up so I can see everything proper. We can also reset this. Now that we've done that, I can bring this, get this ready. Start. Wait for this client to actually start. Come on, client. Sometimes the Archipelago clients just take forever to start. There we go. Now we get all the things. We have more arrows, a soul, bombs that get thrown on the floor, bomblings thrown on the floor, water bombs that maybe don't get thrown on the floor. A lot of money. Few shadows, seeds, and that is everything. Let's also set this to be showing the correct thing of number of checks. We have 72 things in logic. We finished the water temple last time. I went late, but I finished the water temple. I also looked up a thing that told me where the thing underwater is, and I already forgot where it said the underwater chest is. It's near one of these. It's near one of the grottos. I'm remembering that. It said it was near one of the grottos. And this is kind of near one of the grottos. And would explain why I wasn't seeing it, because this is kind of like in an alcove that I wasn't looking at before. You look like you'd be... Ah, there we go. We got the Lake Hylia underwater chest, which had a banana medal and a Greg. It always has a Greg. I need to move. Okay, good. I'm realizing I need to still adjust some things on mine so that I can do things like, you know, see to confirm that microphone is going. Oh, also what I should do, we don't need that anymore. Other things we can do in here, there is a grotto, left and right statue, which I learned what those are. Or I think I learned what those are. There are things that I need to fly up to get. So we're going to fly up. Once I... Come on, Link, you can do this. You can do it. There we go, Link. Let me steal some money so that I can pay for this, even though I have... I'm sorry, how many... There we go. I am almost full on my wallet. Normal flight. Okay, you actually need to now go down here, because otherwise I can't see. I need to see chat. So pay this. pick a bird. I'm going with my lucky bird. Now, there are supposedly 2 statues. It's not that. It also made it sound like there is a grotto in that. I'm going this way. There's that over there. Yeah, I'm not going to get the thing. These are all open because I got all of them. I got the Poe that was here. I really should have looked more into this. However, this is my lucky bird. I'm carrying my lucky bird wherever I go. I don't know if the cuckoos in this game will flock to you if you try to attack them. I've never bothered to attack them. On top of the water temple pillars. That might be what it's talking about that it means for the statues. Unless, wait, nope, it means that. It means those 2 chests. I see them now. I need those 2 chests. And there's a grotto somewhere that I get to with the birds. I'm assuming the grotto is that up there, like right in front of me. But when I was there last time, I didn't see anything that looked like I could dig. I'll just get up there after I get these 2, after I get these other things. Hello. I'm just stealing money. Did I already steal money from you? No, I didn't steal money. Or maybe I did already. Maybe it doesn't respawn until I do something more. I can't remember. In Secret of Mana, did canon travel cost money? For some reason, I'm feeling like it did and also didn't. It did, okay. I thought, like, some grottos might not, like, have a telegraph when you're looking, but you should still, like, see it once you go into sense mode. Anyway, we're going over here now. Well, this isn't a remake. This is the GameCube version. So, you know, one of the 2 original versions. I don't know which one of these is going to be more annoying. Never mind, I just get one, and then I can get the other. Oh. Okay, you meant cannon travel. Okay. Is this actually going to work the way I want it to work? Yes, okay, good. I just realized, wait, did you make this whereas I need 2 to do this the easy way? Come on. There we go. And that was a small... So we got Ice Beam, good, and a small key, useless. So the only thing left in the lake itself is the water toad pulley grotto. Which I'm going to give that one shot where I think it is. If I don't find it there, we're going to other locations. Because we have so many things we can do. So many things. All hail Thunderbolt. All hail Ice Bolt. Got it. Normal flight, one more time. Hopefully the last time. All things considered, him and his friend up here have made a decent bit of money off of me. Even if I keep stealing 20 rupees that they keep on for some reason leaving out. There you are, my lucky little bird. Like, it's telling me to come over here. It's very much telling me to come over to this one. Which is what makes me think there should be a grotto here. Transform. A distinct lack of grotto. I hope you'll come again. Okay, apparently the bird is happy with this. Apparently the bird is happy that I am doing this. All right, well. Is there anything else? There's this. There's this. Yeah, I'll just look it up again later. Unfortunately, the things I was saying, if it's here, I'm going to be... I don't know what I'm going to be if it's here. Nope, it's not here. It's just money. However, there are some ghosts out here. I'm going to go get the ghosts. There are some resources that tell me where... I think I need to go this way. Where the grottos are. They are not good because they don't... Most of them don't come with, you know, here's a picture of where the grotto is. And good luck finding out, are they talking about the GameCube version, the HD remake version, or the Wii version? Because two of those... One of those is different from the others in a very important way of where is east and where is west. Now, what sort of Greg is your... It was a rock gem. Okay. Thought I saw a second Poe, but... You know, let's get out of sense mode, and then maybe I can confirm, did I see a second Poe over there? Because I think I did, but to get over there is... Possibly! That was mean. Also, I think me diving down to try to swim faster is just going to actually be slower in the end. Come on. There you go, Link. I think there is one over to the right here. I think. I might have gotten this one, but I swear there's one over here. There's also something over there. I'll figure that out later. Isn't there a Poe around here? Or did I get you already? The lack of seeing a... Well, you feel grotto-like. You're not. Wait. You are! You are a grotto! You are the grotto I was looking for! Hot dang! Okay, hold on. Can I shoot you when you're in the water? Not with that aim. Yes, I can. I am not going to play games with that honeybee up there. Instead, Link's going to glow. We got a Pokeball. It says it's a repeat ball. We got a Pokeball. Okay, there's something else here. Grotto Ledge Poe. So there should be another Poe near a grotto, near a ledge, which should be like here. Because I'm assuming, yeah, no, it's not inside there, because that area inside is its own thing. Yeah, how much? A repeat ball is 3x if you've already caught that Pokemon once, right? Yeah, okay, it's not over here. And that glow I saw over there is gone, so I'm going to guess that was just a... I don't know what. I only have one idea as to where the grotto ledge might be. And it's a thing that I'd have to fly for, and I'm not going to... Okay, we did this. Beautiful. I'm not going to worry about that. We're going into here instead, because there's stuff in here. I thought Dust Ball was maxed out at ×3. I hate this place. Well, we might be losing some bombs here. God, I wish I had a second bomb bag. Yeah, like, I think Timer Ball, not counting Master Ball, I think Timer Ball is the ball that can have the highest catch rate. But you need, like, 40 turns for it to get to that. All right, so that's progress. Which means you're just enemies, aren't you? Granted, sometimes 40 turns is doable when you're fighting a legendary. Hi, Stardust. Wait, how do timer balls work in ZA? I assume it's just raw time. But, like, is it minutes? I'm going to end up coming back into here like I did the first time I was through here. Okay, that's progression. Maybe you're a chest? You're a chest. I can... That's not a chest. That's not a chest. That's a chest. Hey, slugs. Okay, this is the safe slug place. Now we go murder a Poe. Oh, okay. That makes sense, then. Used by the target, I assume. Hey, we found some arrows! Kinda wish it was some water bombs, though. Cause, I'm gonna run out. That's the path. So this is a box. Oh, I believe you. At least in that game, it's okay it can be 40 turns, but your Pokemon haven't taken damage for any of them because you've been dodging, or, you know, they aren't out and they're using moves against you. You know, I should probably consider going to buy an Ordon Shield at some point, even if it's flammable. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. I'm going to have to deal with you when I come back in here because I'm about to be out of bombs, but I don't want to deal with you. That's the path forward, which means chest. Another muscle wing. I know there are pits here. Oh, there's what I'm hearing. This is where I came from. I don't think I'm going to have enough bombs for this. Umbreon high Tektites really saved you there. Oh, yeah, no. I know the Pyro Pack. I think I know the Pyro Pack you're talking about. Yeah, that pack was mean. I almost didn't see that chest. Finally, light. Goodbye, Dodongo. Alas, Dodongos do not explode into bombs like they do in the original. Zelda 1, that is. That's our shortcut out. Because we hit the halfway point. Technically, anything else I get in here is now out of logic, but accessible. Wait, so was it really just Tektites in here? No, there is a chest. Piece of heart. Just come here to have the map say I've been up there. Because I'm going to come back here at some point. Okay, I see that. I see you down there. I remember this area. Aw. Now then, I've got one shot. Those are rats. I don't want to fight the rats. This is going to go forward, but I need chests. So we'll use it here. This was a piece of heart. Let's see. I got first, second, third, fourth, fifth. I missed chest 6 and 9. I'm going to assume at least one of those is a lantern chest. Well, I've done all I can do in logic here. I'm out of bombs. City. Oh, I don't want to go into the city in the sky. That's not. Never mind. There's only 2 things I can get in there, and it's right at the start. It's right at the start. We'll go into it. We'll go to the city in the sky. This won't be a horrible mistake that makes me sad. Ooh, that's not good. Let me also check on my side. Yes, it's probably your side. On my side, it doesn't look like I've dropped any frames. But anyone else watching, please let me know if you're also having problems. Sometimes one person's problem reveals a Twitch problem, or reveals an issue that OBS is not actually telling me, which sometimes happens. Into the walking cannon. And the 2 chests that I can get that are right here. There's other things that are, in theory, accessible, but they're out of logic. Oh, fun. Well, hi, Ice Heel. I'm actually surprised. It's only 4 things, but I'm surprised at how much is in out of logic. Surface, please, Link. I just realized, I don't know if the shop does the shop have things? Chest, big key, outside, reward, alcove. It does not mention the shop. Okay. Well, I'd have to wait for nighttime for the Poe, and I'm not waiting. Wait, I don't have to wait till nighttime. I don't have to wait till nighttime. We found out Midna has the ability to change day to night for me. So I'm going to go see if the Poe is where I think it is. And then we might go to the Oasis. Now, this way it turns to night before we get there. Lucky, no running away. You're my lucky bird. Because I'm 100%, turn around, just turn around. Is that a Poe I see there? That's a Poe I see there. All right. Grotto Poe makes sense now. And with this, okay, the lake is basically out of logic now. There is something up above it, but I'll worry about getting above later. I didn't want to transform, I want to warp. We're going kind of fishing. Not full-on fishing, but we're kind of fishing. There's a Poe up here, the Rapids minigame, and the stone. I could have sworn I activated the stone up here. Did I not? I did not. Apparently. I messed that up horribly. Sooner for the up. No, it's not. That's why I was forgetting. That's what my brain was forgetting. You know, here's a question. Is there a Zelda game that Link doesn't get some form of a musical instrument? And I am going to count the conductor's baton thing as a musical instrument, because you are conducting the orchestra, and you conduct very specifically 2 of them to play specific songs, but you literally are conducting the wind to play songs for you. So I'm counting that as a musical instrument. Because you have the recorder in 1. Zelda 2 might be the one to immediately stop this, but I feel like you get a harp in Zelda 2. Link to the Past, the flute. Link's Awakening, the ocarina, the same flute. Well, let's get this Poe while we're here. Ocarina of Time, self-explanatory. Majora's Mask, again, it's the same ocarina. The next game would be Wind Waker, which we talked about. Twilight Princess, you don't have an instrument, but I'm going to count the wolf howl still. You're still playing music. So I guess it's not just so much an instrument, but whereas you play music. Like, you actively are playing music in these things. Come on, Link, you can outswim this. So the things left here now are, over here, whereas I don't have to play the actual minigame, and then I have to play the actual minigame. Apparently, I was mistaken, and you can just hookshot, or just clawshot this thing, apparently. But I might need to be closer to do that. Or I might need to rent the boat to do it. Wait, no, we determined I can clawshot from the water, didn't we? Yeah, I can clawshot from the water. Now we come over here, and then we're going to go fishing for a bottle. I mean, a Greg. All right, that was some protein. I'm sorry, no, that was seeds. Protein was the Poe. Oh, I missed we sent more money over to Carp Waker. This, I think, is literally just cast. Come on. Well, cast and have it actually bite. It's the okay, that's where I'm getting it wrong. It's pull back on the right stick. I fished so little, I don't remember the controls. I thought we had it there. Why is this bottle so finicky? Come on. There we go. Hello, bottle. I mean, Greg. I mean, Oranberry. And thus, this fishing area is done. Roll goal is not a thing in the roll goal is not even it's not even an available option, it looked like. Also, I just realized you saying that yeah, Twitch might just be having issues. If anyone else is hearing this, please let me know. On either the Twitch or the YouTube side, honestly. I just realized there technically might be one more level of the Master Sword, and that's the glowy version. Rent me one. I don't remember. Oh, right. Hit the pots and don't hit the wall. Don't worry about her. She's not... Oh, well, that's a great start. That's a beautiful start. Shoot them from as far away as I possibly can, so that I have more time to worry about not hitting the wall. I will say this minigame has some really good music. Now, the real problem is everything after this. Okay. No. Okay, good. I thought I almost did a bad. Oh, that is a rock. Link, I don't know where we're going. Don't worry about the ones behind. Oh, I thought I had that one. Link. Okay, good, that didn't count. I was going to say, if that counted, I'm going to be sad, because it barely did anything to us. That's going to count. Okay, I think 25 was the number we needed to hit. I think 25 is the number we needed to hit last time. Did I hit the number? I'm not risking hitting a wall and having it say, oh, you hit a wall at the last second. I would love it if I got a bomb bag. I scored 25. Congratulations. First person to score that, we get a Greg, which is an antidote. I really didn't need to do that. But the check is gone, so that's what I care about more. Underwater Goron in Zora's domain. and extinguish all the torches. Also a dragonfly, maybe? That dragonfly actually a check? No, I've gotten that dragonfly. Okay, if it's colored in like that, I've gotten it. So, extinguish all the torches. I can't get the light all the torches one. And there is a Goron underwater. Not you. So I need to extinguish all the torches. Oh, there's the one torch that isn't extinguished. Did I just strike at it? Oh, wait, no, I've got the Gale Boomerang. I've got wind on my side. I enjoy how there's a chest for lighting all the torches and a chest for extinguishing all the torches. Swim back up. I was going to say, it did not go that far. That was a relic vase. So there's a Goron down here. Oh, don't you dare be behind that. You're probably going to be behind that. I'm going to have to go buy bombs. You're going to be behind that. There's no way you're not behind that. All right, let's go pick up some water bombs and then come back. This is the real reason I need money to buy bombs. Though I'm hoping after this, I can buy normal bombs and not just water bombs anymore. Also, I can do more in Goron Mines, apparently. Neat. Elven Field, there's a grotto there that I never bothered to look up where it is. But we're actually getting a fair number of checks in Twilight Princess today. Nothing in Kakariko check-wise that I can do, though. I need to apparently get the Zoran Queen's gift. Because I got a hint for that in another game that it was something I wanted, but I don't remember what offhand. Oh. All right, I have purchased water bombs. Back to Zora's Domain. Let's get that Goron, and then, Lantern Cave Poe. I don't want to go into the Lantern Cave without a lantern. That is the thing I am surprised I haven't found yet. A freaking lantern. Of all the things not to have. I also don't need I don't think I need a fishing rod for anything else. And yet, I equipped things the wrong way. Nope, sorry, Midna. I didn't mean to say hi. Well, guess who was wrong? So I didn't necessarily need to buy those bombs. Unless there's another rock that I didn't see. Are you you're not Goron. No, you're a rock. Gorons look like rocks, but they don't look like that rocky in this. They look different rocky. Where's this supposed underwater Goron? There's got to be something I am missing that is just obvious. Not going to be a grotto. Okay, I don't know what I thought I saw up there, but I didn't see anything, apparently. It could be farther down. It could be farther down. Because this next area is still counting as over here, it looks like. So he could be underwater in here. Which, if he's over here, I still wouldn't need those bombs. So maybe the bombs were worth it. This feels like this is blocking. This isn't blocking anything. And I got my most of my money back. It looks like. That's a Zora. That's not a Goron. That's more money. Swim around a little bit. Because if I go farther south, I'm not going to be in this area anymore. Like, I can go a little bit, but I don't think if I go down any more here, that's not going to be this area. So where the heck is this underwater Goron? I feel like I saw him, like, when I played when I actually was doing this properly, but I'm sorry, hold on, what was that? I just saw something that looked real weird, and it went away. It wasn't you, but my camera then said, no, you're not allowed to look at whatever this is. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was you. I keep hearing weird noises, but yeah, I'm not seeing an underwater Goron here. I see where the reek fish is. I don't need you. Got the other stuff around here. Well, this is one I'll probably just have to look up and find again later. I'm about to just say I'm done with Zora's Domain, but what is downriver a bit more? Po, and stag beetles. You know what? Sure, let's see if I can do anything over this way. I should get out of this Zora tunic, though. This Zora tunic's probably really bad to have right now. You press... I actually do start to unequip this. And ads are about to start. It looks like I can do some stuff around here, though. Okay, well, I have your sketch already. I don't know if it's still nighttime or not. But I'm going to guess that Poe is up, not over here. What? Go forward. Around here-ish, it looks like there should be a Poe coming up. There you are. One of two. I'm sorry, one of... Excuse me? I looked away, and I'm guessing I hit a rock or something trying to grab that. Anyway, we got a banana fairy. And ads are going. I'm gonna keep going forward while ads go, but... Part of that's because, well, I remember this place confused the heck out of me originally. Keep coming down this way. First thing, there's a Poe like down here. This is a mistake. There is a Poe over here. And a grotto I supposedly can't do anything with. What is this grotto? Why did you... Oh, freezer, because I don't have the gauntlets. I need the gauntlets for that. We got some oranges! Okay. So, yeah, I need... I need some things. Also, Bree, congrats on winning the Battle Royale, if you can hear me. So there's one more Poe, and I need to go up to get towards it. It's directly north of me, because this is a grotto that isn't marked. Wonder why not? Why do I feel like there's a Poe over there? Which makes me wonder, why is this grotto not seemingly marked? That is not... That's a golden choo-choo. That's a golden choo-choo. I'm gonna catch the golden choo-choo. I got rare chew jelly. Replenish all life and make me stronger for a bit. Welcome back, everyone. I got some oranges and some rare chew jelly that I am immediately going to put away until I need it later. But yeah, if you all are still here and can hear me, please let me know, because it does sound like Twitch is having some issues. Oh, hey! Thanks for coming to me! Why did... So I don't know why I never thought to just use Midna's thing on them. But we got a silver rupee. We are, I think, maxed out of money now. Now I gotta find where the reef fish went. He went up there. And then we get to go do a little bit of snowboarding. With a Poe in what looks like a really awkward location. I remember this gave me problems before, and this time I just accidentally did the solution. Oh, wait. Came over here to pay its respects. No, do not jump off. So I've got part of this right. Except those need to be a lot earlier. I've got enough of this. Beautiful. All right, I'm missing the last bit. Okay. Down. That's the part that I'm missing. Skip. Spamming the skip button. Thank you, game, for spamming the skip button for me. So much I have access to right now. I just realized we've done 20 checks in this game. We've surprisingly we're getting some decent dent checks done. Because before it was, okay, I've got one check here. Go across Hyrule Field. I got another check. Go across Hyrule Field. I do think each time I do this, it marks that I've done that, and it tells me where... Yeah, it marks on the map of, hey, this is now available. Now, there's a ice cave that I can't do stuff with, and I can't get the snowboard racing prize. I didn't even realize there was a racing prize for snowboarding. Which I assume the snowboard race doesn't become active until you finish the dungeon, which is why I didn't know it was a thing. I hate ice keys. Okay, I hate all flavors of keys. I think I actually hate electric keys most of all. Hi, ice keys. You can just keep... You could have just kept sleeping. I was A-okay if you just kept sleeping. All right, let's start snowboarding. There is a Poe all the way at the bottom. Now let's not be a fool, and let's just do this. I don't have to get anything special. I don't have to get anything special right now. I'll probably want to learn how to do the special stuff later, because there's the snowboarding minigame, but I don't need to do that now. I also want to avoid them as much as possible. Was not aimed at all properly for that. Also, I'm kind of sad there's no music. If I had it readily available, clearly I should have been doing Ice Cap Zone music for this. I'm going to assume there's no music because it's nighttime. And Zelda games have problems with doing music during nighttime. I don't know why. Nighttime can have music also. It just doesn't need to be the most upbeat stuff that you normally have. But it can still have music. Okay, I thought I didn't make that for a second. So there's a Poe up there, it looks like. Oh, where are we going, Link? We were right there. We were right there. I was right there. Hubris, thy name is me. Well, we got back on the thing. So, little wins, little victories. Oh, that's a purple rupee all the way up there. Oh, okay. It also looked like you don't have to crouch for that. You just keep going. I'm also realizing just how fast you can start going in this. Like, you can do this real fast, apparently. And crouching helps you slow down. So I'm going to guess I have to go up that for this Poe. Nice backflip. Nice backflip. Hold on. Before we do anything else, I want to get the teleport. There should be a teleport right there. I don't know why the teleport's not showing up. This better not be the teleport doesn't exist until you finish the dungeon. Because I was fairly certain we had a teleport right there. I must be remembering wrong. Either way, I've changed how I entered this zone. Also, we need it to be nighttime again. So the tiny bit of music we have now is going to have to go away. Hey! Seriously, why did I never just do... Really? So that gets them in one. But also, apparently I'm just bad. Bongos! Man, you have all the stuff for Donkey Kong, don't you? Well, into our next dungeon. Will this be our... We've cleared 2 dungeons. We cleared 2. We haven't cleared the forest one yet because I don't have a fire source. And I can't clear this one as is. But I can get a decent bit of stuff in here, it looks like. There. That's what I wanted to do to the other one. Apparently that was just a palette color. And there are chests there, but I can't get at them. Oh, there's also another Poe in there. Hi there. We got an Orden Pumpkin. We also are very injured. We are very, very injured right now. Why did you target the farther one, Link? I need a key to open that. Don't die? Okay, first things first. We're transforming into a wolf because there is something in here I can get. I remember that. Okay, sense doesn't actually help me. There we go. The compass is, I think, the only thing that tells me this is here. Okay, we got our goat cheese. I don't think I can do anything to you right now. Okay, yeah, I need a key. Can I just load a bomb into you? Does it have to be a cannonball? Can I just put a bomb into you? Because I'd be A-okay if I could just put a bomb into you. Indeed I can! But I need to put a cannonball into you or else you just don't do anything, which also, I guess, makes a modicum of sense. So we're not doing anything over here. Wait, what? I'm in this room. There's other stuff I can do in here. There's another dig spot, apparently. Or at least it looks like it's saying there's another dig spot. I can get both of the... Do I have the ball and chain? I just don't know it. I don't have the ball and chain. I don't have it. Okay. So I'm not wrong about that. And I'm fairly certain this does not blow these up. Yeah. So... Hey, guess who forgot there's a window? I completely forgot there's a window. Well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I guess. All right, I need you to blow some things up in here. Like them. No. I would have loved a heart. I would have loved a heart. But I guess I'm not allowed one. Okay, that didn't hit you, apparently. Well, who's ready for some cannon fire? Right, you insert it in the back, not in the front. I really should swap water bombs over for normal bombs. Are you going to be a key? No, you are soul number 20. Well, we can go get that check in Hyrule Castle later. Now then, there's no reason to go for that middle area. I do want to go on top of here later, though. There is stuff up top that I want. Like, I want to go over here, but I can't get that. I need my ball and chain for that one. I also can't bring this with me because there's no ball delivery device. Oh God, this. We are just going to shoot some of them. Like you. Link moves forward when he shoots, or when he swings his sword. That makes sense. I mean, that makes sense, but doesn't mean I have to like it. If I go that way, we are, I think, in trouble. No, I think I'll be fine for the first one. But if I go that way, I am in trouble. So we jump here. We jump here. We grab a flute that is blue. And our actual prize. Some PowerPoint up. Okay. I can't make that, but we can do this. Okay, Link. We are successfully making it. But there's still stuff that I can get that I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be able to get it. Because I can't bring that cannonball with me. Can't get over there from here. You know what? Can I just... I didn't try this. Well... Everyone? Ow. Game over, alas. It is what it is. I am also coming up to what would normally be close to my end time, so I'm realizing this is going to be the last game of the night. I can't go through that. Because I don't have ball and chain, right? Yeah, I don't have ball and chain, so there is something it wants me to do that my brain is not thinking I can do. What it wanted me to do was literally just walk a little bit to the left. That's what it wanted me to do, isn't it? I just had to walk the tiniest bit to the left. And now everything that it says is in logic makes sense. Oh, wait, I'm not normally supposed to be over here like this. They've opened certain doors in here for me that normally aren't open. That way this place isn't 100%, you must do only this one thing. And I can't get up because there's a guy up there. But now everything's starting to make a little bit more sense. I don't know why I went southern there. Whatever. Clearly it's because I'm just trying to channel Foghorn Leghorn. Amusingly, that reminds me, I think there's probably 2 episodes of Witch Hat Atelier that I haven't seen that I should catch up on. The reason that comes to mind is because of a meme Betrayer sent to me, which makes perfect sense. That is... I want you to just be arrows, please. Okay, I'm now convinced I cannot shoot them with arrows. I can get my arrow back, though, which is very nice. I get 3 shots. Shot number 1 is to take care of you, because of course it is. Ow. Ow! I still would love it if you would shatter into some ice. Or into some frozen hearts. Because I don't want to use the rare chew jelly I picked up yet. But I'm going to have to probably very soon. I do enjoy how I didn't register when I was playing this before that bombs never drop, but it's really important to remember bombs don't drop in this game. A lot of things just don't drop in Twilight Princess. I've taken for granted how much things drop in the other games. Oh, I thought I shot you over to that. I think I made that same mistake before. Oh, this is going to be loads of fun, isn't it? Okay. This is not going to be fun. Well, I'm dead. I don't remember this guy being a, easy fight. Well, giving it another shot. Giving it one. There's only 3 checks in here, so I'm going to get these checks, and that might be where I end. Well, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Get away. Force him to actually have to throw at me. Hopefully. Throw? Oh, great. I only got you once. Okay, good. You're actually not that bad. Once I remembered how to fight you, just like the Goron sumo wrestling, which I died the most to in this game. Ow! Hey, Xander. Okay, so that tells me you all are still here. Twitch is just being very weird and very bad, because it's claiming nobody's here. We got a small key for Legend of Lim. It's saying the chest over here I can't get. Probably because I need the ball and chain to get it. That would make perfect sense. Well, let's see if I can get the other 2 items, which I have to go around a weird way, it looks like, to get to that side. Wolfos, I really just don't want to deal with you right now. I just realized why everything felt weird. I went into the wrong side first. Hey, you, I need to go free this person first. Oko, welcome. No, I don't want to scoop. I just want to have a free sample. I have the pumpkin. I have the cheese. Oh, do I need to give you the fish first? Is that what it is? Well, I'll find out later. Oh, right, ice block puzzle. Which is not as difficult as my brain wants to make me think it is. In fact, it's really easy. Yeah, because you don't crush the middle one, you have to unfreeze the middle one. I just made a mistake. I did things in the wrong order. Thinking I could push this from the side that the other block's on. It's good that apparently this is the most frictionless ice ever, because otherwise this wouldn't be working. There's no way this would be sliding that much. Door number 1. That's a dig spot. That's a dig spot. That's a dig spot if I've ever seen one. Come on. Ow. I just realized I've never seen the Wolf Link death thing before. Minna is just like, what the hell? How could you die? What the hell? You were my ride. At least I start right back in the room whereas I died. All things considered, this game's pretty generous in regards to things like that. Rainbow coin! Good, money. Things cost too frickin' much in Donkey Kong. You were saved by a chest. Okay, now that they're dealt with, and thus we have gotten all the things in this dungeon that it says I have access to. So, I'm going to go ahead and save. And we will call it here for tonight. Before we sign off though, let me take a look. How did we do percentage-wise? We were at 25 or 26-ish% last time. Did we hit 30? I'd love to find out that we hit 30. I would love to find out that we just hit 30%. Because that was my goal for yesterday or for Tuesday, and we just didn't have nearly as many dense checks as I was hoping we would. We were on Pokemon for a long time in that one. We did start on Pokemon in this. No! We may have not even gotten 3%. We're at 27% overall. Zelda 1 is at an even 60% completion. Twilight Princess, 44. Wind Waker, 35. Black and White is less than 20%, as is Donkey Kong. But everything except for Wind Waker I know has a good number of checks. Wind Waker, not that many. But, yeah. I put down the controller for a second. And I should have been on this screen in the first place. So, yeah. we made progress, just haven't made nearly as much progress as I was hoping we would overall. Oh well, eventually we will start hitting our stride. However, thank you all very much for tuning in to this. I hope you all have enjoyed. And, I enjoy how it... Okay, it was because of where things were. It looked like it was saying my name was Imminality Carb for some reason on stream avatars. Stream bunkles need to say the right... I see why. It's because the edge is in a weird spot. Anyway, let's see who is on to toss a raid over to. Before I figure that out, let me just double check this so that I don't forget. Please feel free to use either of the two messages as we raid on out. And please, tomorrow is going to be free space. It's going to primarily be Final Fantasy XIV casual stuff, as I mentioned previously. But still, tune in for that, and we will be doing Elden Sus Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then Saturday at 4 p.m. will be Raid, and then Sunday at 4 p.m. will be more Final Fantasy XIV, either Raid stuff if we haven't finished, or more casual stuff. We'll see how things go then. But let me finish typing things out to see again who can we toss a raid over to? Who is live right now that we haven't raided for a while? Denmo's doing Tomodachi Life, so maybe. Even though we raid Denmo almost every Sunday. So let me see if there's other options. Let's see. You know what? Let's go say hi to we'll go say hi. Actually, what are you doing? Okay, no, we're going to go say hi to Juker. Juker is currently doing the Jukebox Community Night, which is basically a Juker will, after every game, put in a command in the in chat for people to use. Anyone who uses it gets put into a quick raffle. Whoever wins the raffle gets to decide what game Juker plays next. So yeah, let's go say hi. Again, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a good night and take care.